Всем привет, друзья! Мы продолжаем играть в Assassin's Creed Mirage, продолжаем тусить в Доме Мудрости. И, надеюсь, больше не буду тупить, как это было в прошлой серии. В прошлой серии я очень неплохо так затупил.
You look like somebody about to get a
How
scoundrel.
exciting. What do you think frightened the great
Forget
scholar?
I mentioned it.
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures. He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
There's rumors of hidden passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop gardener mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
Cast your gaze.
Давайте сначала исследуем все, что тут есть.
Pardon me, but I heard a rumor about a hidden basement beneath the House of Wisdom.
A secret basement? You must be joking.
No, not at all. Surely, such a large building must have basements and cellars to store books and inks.
I'm aware of no such location on these premises.
Perhaps a little token of my appreciation will jog your memory.
Most generous. Murders, mayhem, and bonfires. It's time for me to depart the House of Wisdom. Father has a fine carpet shop in Samara. He always wanted me to take up the family trade.
A wise choice. Now, about any hidden cellars.
Oh, yes, of course, forgive me. Now that you mention it, there is a basement hatch in the northwest courtyard.
Thank you. Gatekeeper, let me pass.
Those who came before are.
What are you talking about?
Those who came before are.
Let me get back to you.
Наверное, нужно у садовника узнать. Хотя у него просто ключ. Или послушать библиотекаря надо, чтобы понять. В общем, сейчас везде побывать успеем.
Looks clear.
I've
I
lost
can use my
fossils
weapon.
dated for her.
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork?
I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Arib.
Forget the poet! We better find Fazil's book, or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase.
Меня садовник интересует.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Да почему он... Боже. Я хочу, что ты... Ура! Ура! Так вот куда? Вот что это такое? Я нажал один раз на кружок, и он полез вниз сам. Я больше ничего не делал. Ладно, он не залезет, короче, наверх. Управление просто отвратительное. Ура. Залез. Наконец-то.
Keep to the roof, I say.
Hey,
Plenty of work to do up here. Secret door. Avoid dark hallways, especially after the murder in the library. What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. Makes my stomach cold to hear such pain.
Hey, no, you'll never make captain. What?
Просто великолепный искусственный интеллект.
Keep to the roof, I say. Plenty of work to do up here.
This key could be useful.
Avoid dark hallways, especially after the murder in the library. What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. Makes my stomach cold to hear such pain.
I better not use my weapons here. That book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by Fazil Fahim. Not sure if this is the correct volume. Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell. Better not use my weapons here. The Folly of Poetry by Fazil Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest.
Но я еще ничего не нашел, как я понимаю.
Gatekeeper, I will return with...
Я просто устал искать книги эти. Господи, как мне это надоело уже. Я понял. Из книги по астрономии можно узнать пароль от охраняемой комнаты. Я понял, но о чем речь? Какая книга? Ну там наверху на крыше, что ли? Где эту книгу искать? Она не помечается, как предыдущие книги, блядь, перед этим. Почему она не помечается? Нахуя мне помечать одни книги, а другие не помечать? Это какое-то издевательство над игроком? Да в очко себе засунь свои знаки.
This letter mentions a private reading balcony. Might be where the reader has taken the book.
Господи. Да зачем? Просто через окошко перепрыгни. Зачем ты прыгаешь вообще непонятно куда, непонятно зачем? Боже мой, блядь.
An impressive volume, written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is Those Who Came Before Are Those Who Shall Return. This has to be it.
Я сначала испугался, подумал, мне еще куда-то идти надо будет. Блять. А куда? Закрой пасть свою. Блять, выпустите меня отсюда. Я думал, есть еще один выход. Его нету.
Better not use my weapons here.
Again, I ask.
Те, кто вернется.
Are those who shall return.
Correct. You may proceed.
Энкидо недоступен, но мне бы сейчас была подсказка, чтобы я его использовал. Спасибо.
clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Да я в голову уже... Блять.
Going to cut you wide open.
Again?
There is a deep wrongness here. A reek of rot and iron. Those robes might help me get closer to Fazil. What have they done to these people? Poor guy will not need this anymore. This should help me blend in.
Take me back there. I don't belong here.
Next subject! In here, now!
There are horrors here, but the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work? Killing my allies and spoiling my lecture. It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City. Or one of those jealous broods in Shakti.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
In here, Lackwit.
You
Что,
are
они
new,
уйдут?
aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid? This is my great work. I call it Arua. It will take you on a journey to another realm. Why did the first ones leave this world behind filled with fools, I wonder, and make so few of me? We call this the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance, and upon such dark secrets we build our philosophies. Science is the noblest purpose. Knowledge is the greatest power.
No.
No? Then what?
Justice.
This may be the place. It may be here where lies absolute knowledge. It is not how I remember it. Behind the doors, it looked brighter.
But in the end, all we see is darkness. I need to get out of here. Get back to the bin. No question about it. Fazil was neck deep in the Order. The scholar's notes. He believes in these ancient beings, the masters of memory.
Как насчет телепорта? И вообще, наверное, надо бы переодеться. Но немножко заметно, как, ну, не тот стиль, что нужен в этой игре. Как бы немножечко не вписывается все-таки наряд. Вот это еще, ну, нормально. А Альтаир как-то чуждо тут выглядит. Ну ладно. Мне все равно нравится в итоге без наряда. Бежать я буду долго, по пути ничего нету. Поэтому телепорт прям в контору можно.
Basim ibn Ishaq.
How did you find this place?
Easy. I just followed the trails of blood.
You should not be here.
Do you talk to him?
Sometimes. Yes.
But he does not answer. I do. We have drifted apart since that day. But what we have seen back at the palace, this light, these sounds, we cannot have possibly forgotten.
Unlike you, Nihal, I keep the past in the past.
You call yesterday the past? And this jinni of yours, this repulsive shadow that crushes your chest, has it crawled back into the past too?
No. It is still here. Sometimes, even in the day, I feel its breath on my neck. The nightmare invades the real world, or has always been part of it.
This is part of your reality, Basim. I am a part of your reality too. I am your past. Tell me, will you leave me there? In the dark corners of your memory?
I will not.
Now, if you could invent a mechanical rug sweeper. Basim,
It is done.
and how did it all play out?
I'm afraid this is a tale for another day. We will save it for one of our campfires.
You have done well, my friend.
Better get back to my work. You know how easily I get bored. Thank you for what you did, Basim.
It is the truth. You have done well. One last thing. Arib, was she involved?
Not that I know. But we must remain vigilant.
Лазучик серый. Ой.
Well met.
Nice to see.
Have you divined?
Be my
Ну, вроде все, последний инструмент.
seen enough?
Have you any new?
Here's what I...
Да все, у тебя больше ничего нету.
Is that
Отдыхай.
it?
Your skills.
Take a look.
Не, еще не скоро смогу улучшить.
Nothing else?
Thank you for...
Farewell.
Hello again, Tebet.
Welcome. Do you have more questions?
What is important in Abbasiyah?
This district is the heart of learning in Baghdad. All the world's knowledge can be found here.
Any key places to investigate?
Follow the trail, wherever it leads. Besides the House of Wisdom, there are other vital landmarks. Be sure to visit the 4 markets, the observatory, and the Dome of the Earth.
I remember the observatory well. I met the great astronomer Al-Khawarizmi there when I was young.
Excellent. Finally, if you need to soothe sore muscles, a steam bath at the splendid Hammam of Abbasiyah is a joy.
After a night of clambering across rooftops, that sounds good.
Was there anything else?
What can you tell me about Ahmad ibn Musa?
The son of a famous astronomer. Ahmed and his brothers excel at mathematics, invention, and scholarship. Together, they wrote the Book of Ingenious Devices, describing their wonderful clockwork automata.
What made him join our cause?
The Banu Musa were once close to Al-Mutawakkil, but grew disgusted with the Abbasid Khilafah.
What happened?
They refused to discuss it, so I cannot say.
There are many reasons to be disgusted with the Abbasids.
Was there anything else?
Tell me more about yourself, Tabid.
Me? Not much to say. I love poetry. Is that enough?
Come now. Do not be so modest.
As you wish. I come from Nubia, a dry land south of Egypt. My father sent me to Cairo to study Islam. There I learned a fiery sense of right from wrong. And the corruption in Cairo was very, very wrong. We revolted. Our revolt failed, and I fled to Baghdad. The Hidden Ones took me in, and here I am.
Someday you should tell the whole tale.
Was there anything else?
Да, отдыхай.
Thank you, Tabid.
Вообще, я бы взялся за Алибабу и 40 разбойников. Но уже не в этой серии. Сейчас я просто поговорил бы с Рошан, наверное. Давно ее не видел. Немножко соскучился даже.
Master.
Are you ready, Basim? Karch awaits.
Not yet.
Time continues.
Точно. У меня же с ней было намечено какое-то задание. Я ее продинамил и ушел уже давно, как бы. Не знаю, серии 5, наверное, прошло. Не, ну в принципе получается все, остальные задания будут крупные. И в эту серию я уже не помещу эти задания. Поэтому на этом буду заканчивать. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь. А главное комментируйте, чтобы я мог с вами общаться. До скорых встреч.